To the people I call friends, and those I once did. The people who consider me firm, even those that once did. To the strangers I've ever tried to lend a hand, and those who've lent me one. Those I've managed to draw closer to Christ, even those who despised me when I tried. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of me?
A little glimpse of me, what runs on your mind? What memories spring up each time I cross your mind? One who is bold and courageous, taking up all challenges, a lady so strong? Say go, and she'll surely do it year long. Tell her run, and she'll simply ask how long. Someone so daring, with nothing limiting her but time? What's the first thing that comes in your mind, time after time?
A friend you regret you ever met, always on your last nerves? One who gets more from you than he gives. Someone you're always there for, yet walks away when needed. Someone who's never been grateful, in spite of all the good you ever did. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? A friend you wish you had known earlier on in this life than any other. One you wish you had more time with each time you're parting ways. Someone who, loving at all times, has stuck closer than a brother. Always giving you a million reasons to bravely face your dark days. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of me?
People will forget what you said, but will not forget how you made them feel, they say. How did you feel when you saw that call and my name sprang up? What was your reaction when you reached for that phone, when you picked up? I really felt I needed someone to talk to, and your call was perfectly timed. Troubled by my thoughts, 1,000 insecurities distorting the image Jesus painted, I knew that a talk with someone is all I really needed. Seeing that phone ring and your name on it made me glad. It removed a dent out of my heart. I'm so grateful you called. I'm happy I could talk to you. Thanks for calling. What exactly came to your mind?
A classmate so preoccupied, having no time to even say hi. A groupmate too lazy to bring anything but jokes to the table before saying goodbye. A deskmate that distracts you throughout the entire lecture, even when you don't reply. A schoolmate you wish you never met, no lie. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Don't be shy. A classmate that lights up the room each time he shows up. A groupmate that gave you a reason to believe in yourself, causing your face to light up. A deskmate that always makes you feel really important, often there to big you up. A schoolmate you wish you had known since first grade as you grew up. After our graduation, what's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind whenever my name pops up?
Well, looking back, what images do you hold of me? They say you only have the first 5 minutes to make the first impression. You agree? What impression did I give? What unanswered questions did I leave? When I knocked on your door and handed you that piece of paper you chose to receive, with a message I knew is able to change the lives of those who believe. When I presented to you the good news and spoke about God's grace, did the peace I delivered disturb your peace? Well, maybe you thought, what's the essence of it all? Like, is it all real? Perhaps you concluded I was simply chasing the wind. Like, what's up with all this zeal? Pretending all was well, I guess you weren't bold enough to ask. Shy and afraid of being judged, you decided to stay behind your mask. I'll take a look at it, is all my ears, head your mouth. Just ain't so sure whether at all you even thought about the words that left your mouth. But if you did, what's the first thing that came to your mind?
What really comes to your mind when you think of me? A kid you could easily wrong, knowing he was too broke to pay back? One whose pain perfectly shaped the smile on your face because he couldn't fight back? A kid you considered a coward for sparing your life in the cave? One whose heart hardly had enough courage to let his boy pin you to the ground as your strongest man snored in your grave? What exactly comes to your mind when you think of me? A stranger whose company you really enjoyed, though for but a brief moment. Someone you considered an angel sent from the Almighty, helping you fight your worst demons. A stranger who walked in at your most desperate moment when you were about to take your own life? Someone who gave you a reason to live, believe, and leave your wicked ways behind? God forbid, but if the Almighty, Son, and Holy Spirit decided that it was time I met my death, if their love for me was stronger than gravity and my spirit decided to leave the earth, what's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind each time you think of me? A friend you wish you had for one more century, or a thorn in the flesh you're eternally grateful God removed? A brother whose face you long to see again, or a foe whose face you wouldn't want to see again, neither in this life nor the other, from your memory erased? For a minute or two, sit down and reason with all honesty. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of me?